I love everything about older women. I love the smell. I love the feel. I love the mentality.
You want burgers, hot dogs, some chicken, and ribs. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Duh, it's April, it's Trauma Month. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, is that good? Is that a good fanfare?
Is that what that was?
I think so. I think it's fanfare.
What the fuck is
I don't
fanfare?
know. I could play a song. I wrote a song, everybody. No,
you did
I'm
not.
joking. I did not write a song.
I don't want to hear it.
I did not write a song. Welcome to Night of the Horror File, a horror movie podcast where I take a horror movie or a genre film, as we've come to learn. We'll host whatever. And I have Brittany watch it, and then we discuss it. And that's right, April is Trauma Month. That means all our programming is trauma-related, unless you're over on the Patreon, which also, if you're on the Patreon, I'm sure we'll be talking about Trauma Month on the new sideshow, which is a weekly thing, Shooting the Shit. So we'll be talking about all sorts of behind-the-scenes stuff and stuff like that. It'll be a good time over there. So if you're not subscribed to Patreon, you might want to get ahead and hop right into it. But today, for Trauma Month, what did we watch?
Rabid Grannies.
That's
It's just weird because they're not anybody's grandma.
or nor are they rabid, and we'll discuss that as we get into the film. But anyway, aren't they ants?
Yeah, that doesn't mean
everyone's ants.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean that they're grannies.
Well, I guess they're old. They're automatically
old.
grannies.
I guess.
Anyway, we'll discuss it. But that's right. Rabid. I about said granny rabbits.
That sounded like
I don't know.
That's very
It sounds
weird.
like a sex term. But anyway, the Rabid Grannies from 1988. And like I said, it's Trauma Month, and this time around, though, we are highlighting some lesser known stuff as well as some great trauma classics, or classics in my eyes. This week, though, we're going into Killer Grandma territory, which there is a movie called Killer Grandma that came out on what was that? What is that? Lifetime Network.
Oh, really?
It is terrible. How do you call a movie Killer Grandma and then the grandma only kills like one person? I need multiple kills with a Killer Grandma.
We
title.
need a serial killer grandma.
Yes. Serial grandma. Their serial mom. John Waters did that fantastically.
Oh, really?
Yes, I love that movie. We'll probably cover it on here one day. But anyway, from 1988, Rabid Grannies, a film written and directed by Emmanuel Curvin, is an international co-production of Belgium, France, the UK, and Switzerland. So all around those good areas. In fact, I think we have listeners in all those spots, which is fun. Okay. You may be asking, how did it get across the pond to Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hertz to distribute? Well, okay. It started with the Etruscans. You see, what happened was in 21 BC.
Oh my God, no.
I'm joking. There's no, it's a very simple story. Basically, as with many horror movies that are made on the cheap, this one began as a giant idea. See, Emmanuel Curvin first met with VDS Films in Brussels. Emmanuel, being a martial arts expert, random fact that I can't research or find anything more about, he wanted desperately to make a film called Talion that he wanted Jean-Claude Van Damme to star in.
Okay.
He wanted that to be his first movie. Anyway, so VDS manager Andre Copens agreed to produce. Now, after weeks of preparing for this movie, the time came to actually start buying things to make a movie with, right? And pay folks, but Copens had no money.
Oh, no.
Yes, his stuff was going under. So luckily, Emmanuel Curvin, the director, there's going to be a lot of names I mispronounce in this, so y'all bear with me. He had a horror script stashed away called The Long Night, and with Johan van... I'm going to butcher this. Johan van de Wousten producing. They decided to make that. Shot between October 1988 and January 1989. They shot it all in Kortrijk Castle in Inglemunster. Now, then one afternoon, producer Johan got a call explaining who Troma was and that they'd be an excellent distributor. And they decided to go with them. Simple as that. I mean, well, they also sent a letter, along with a synopsis to the film, and that Troma decided to distribute. I don't think I could even get into the business ethics of this.
Right.
But anyway, funny thing is, though, this, as Lloyd Kaufman states, is the only Belgium film not endorsed or funded by the Belgian government. See, when you make a film over there, and with many countries, they pay you to make films
that's
there.
right.
Yeah. Half the time they make German is like amazing at that, and I believe that's why Ball made so many movies. But you don't even know what I'm talking about.
Clue what you're talking about.
Now, since I suck at locating things and restocking the shelves with the latest releases here, we watched the Troma DVD of Rabid Grannies, which strangely leaves most of the gore out of the film.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This movie is actually a lot more gory, and there's some here and there, and it's pretty good for what we get, but not nearly what you want.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, and you can feel it too. You can feel there's more to this movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're watching it on, like you're watching the uncut movie on like TV. Like that's the amount of gore you're getting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a TV movie. But so keep in mind that if you choose to buy this movie, aim for the 2015 Blu-ray release, which Troma also put out. That has the producer's cut on it with all the gore reassembled, and it's glorious.
Nice.
You ready? You ready for Killer Grandmas?
I guess so.
All right, let's hop into it.
Killer grandmas. So a priest goes to molest a little boy named Lee.
Yikes.
Oh, it worked.
God, you
It
went
took
back
me
in
a second.
time and had a priest molest me? That's
Yeah.
that's your death this week?
Yes.
Wow. Pretty dark stuff. I think True Crime Month might have warped your
it
mind a
fucked me
little bit. But so a priest goes into the bar. No, I'm just like, this movie had a budget of $150,000, but what it lacks in parts here and there, it makes up for with cinematography, I feel. I think this thing is really well shot for what it is.
Oh, they can't see me.
Brittany is giving me a very angry, what is that? Angry look? Quizzical?
What the fuck?
Questioning? That's a questioning look, apparently. I don't know. I think there's some really interesting camera techniques and stuff on this. There's one shot where they're in a stairwell and it goes up the stairs and it turns upside down and comes down. I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's cool shit. A lot of Dutch angles in this movie, though, and I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, I guess it was 1988. Okay, never mind.
Oh, you're thinking quality. No, I'm not talking about quality. I'm talking about camera.
I know, but for some reason, quality went to it.
Camera shots is what I'm talking about. And
Sure,
I
there's
think
cool camera shots. Sure.
Just like the music. You never notice these things.
That's not what I get paid for.
Do we get paid?
No.
Are we getting paid?
I'm not.
Shit. Oh, God. Where's you? Are you guys getting paid?
Oh, that's so funny. So I can talk now?
Yes, you can talk now.
Okay. I don't want to. So a priest goes to talk to the head priest and asks if he can go home for the weekend. He says it's a tradition that it's his aunt's birthday and they're having a birthday party. Then we see the aunts get driven to the grocery store. Their driver, Radu, is actually their like butler or whatever. Says that they have arrived. And one of them says, after 92 years, they know where they are. Okay.
All right, then. All right.
And the other says that he can go to the pub because they're going to be at least an hour. But they don't want him to drink too much.
In what? You can go drink, but not too much.
Right.
We need
I mean,
you
he's
able
going
to
to drive them home.
But I mean, telling your driver to go drink is kind of a weird
It's Germany.
weird way. Oh, it's true. Everybody's drinking.
Yeah, and you can drink and drive as long as you're not drinking while you're driving.
Well, that's odd because I could polish off a whole bottle of Jack Daniels and drive.
I think so.
But it's not cool to drink the Jack Daniels
while you're driving. Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Does that just look bad? Is that what it is? Like,
Probably.
We don't want to see you drinking.
But did you know that you can drink anywhere you want to? on the street,
Really?
on people's rooftops, like whatever the fuck you
Well,
want.
see, that would make more sense because in New York they have a no drinking on the stoop law, so you can't sit
yeah.
on your stoop and have a beer. That doesn't make any sense because you're not hurting nobody. You're just sitting there. I mean, you're drunk while sitting. Is that a thing?
I guess you could be disorderly though.
And public intox laws are bullshit.
Are they?
Yeah, for the most part. Because I mean, bars. After you get out of the bar,
yeah.
maybe you got to walk home. I'm sorry that you're stumbling and shambling around, but at least you're walking. You're not driving,
right? But I think as long as you're not causing a ruckus anyway, you're not going to get pulled over. Or
well, that's true.
Stopped.
And we're talking about noticeably drunk, and then at that point, you might just sit down and call somebody.
Yeah, drink some water.
You're gonna hurt yourself,
right? So the ladies do their shopping. And there's this weird part where they get this blind man some coins and a bottle of wine.
There is a lot of weird parts at this first half hour because it just feels like, I don't know, I'll talk about it in a second, but it is just dragging.
Oh, it drags and it jumps around.
Yes.
It's very confusing. So they go to the pub and make Radu hurry so they aren't late for tea.
You can't miss tea time. Now, right off the bat, you can totally tell that all the dialogue has been dubbed.
Oh, yeah.
And I noticed that was a point of contention with you.
I was like,
you were very upset.
Fuck?
She was like, I hate dubbing.
I
Which,
do.
honestly, I don't like dubbing either. I understand it for this, and I'll explain it in a minute, but I do not like dubbed films.
Okay, the reason I don't like, it's not that I don't like dubbed films. Like, if I was just watching a movie, that'd be fine. But when I'm taking notes on a movie and the movie doesn't have subtitles, the dubbing is very hard for me to understand.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have no subtitles. I have very broken English.
Oh, I totally agree. Now, when a film's dubbed or like a foreign language film, I get that for people who are hard of seeing.
Yeah.
You can't. You have to do some double work there when you're watching a subtitled movie. But for people who are a little hard on seeing, it's a little difficult for them. So I understand it. But me myself, I hate it. I can't stand it. I'd rather read
dubbing.
subtitles. I'd rather have their native language going because I know that person talking isn't them.
Right.
Because I can see their lips. It's just give me the subtitles. It's fine.
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't. It took me 4 hours to do notes on this
God
movie.
damn, 4 hours for Rabid Grannies.
Yes.
Brittany dedicated 4 hours to Rabid Grannies, but she won't dedicate 4 hours to the Snyder Cut.
Because I don't. That's because I don't care about the Marvel universe.
Oh God. I just felt a million fans shriek out in terror, and then all of them were silenced all at once.
I mean,
DC.
Captain America.
DC.
Is it DC?
DC is the Snyder.
I thought this was
Batman, Superman.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking Marvel.
No.
No, for some reason I was thinking of Captain America's ass, so that's why I said Marvel.
Captain America. That is the ass of America. Anyway.
That's what I was thinking of. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I still don't care about it.
But it's dubbed mostly for the fact that the French-speaking cast in this movie who worked on this, which, by the way, were all like film students and shit like that, they struggled with speaking English. So the director had them remember their lines phonetically, which means basically they remembered these lines, how to say them, but they didn't know what they were saying half the time.
Oh, no.
So they then went back and redubbed them all with English speakers who had to follow those actors' speech patterns. It's not great. But you kind of get used to it as the movie goes along. I feel like towards the end, you're not even noticing it at some point. But this very beginning part, it's
horrible.
It's tough, man.
It's mostly the grannies, the aunts.
Yes.
The ants are the worst.
They probably didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
They may have been speaking gibberish. I don't know.
Right.
I want the undubbed version. That's what I want. I want to hear them say these words and shit. I want to hear all this stuff.
Yes.
Release the undubbed cut.
That's so weird to say, undubbed cut.
Undubbed cut. Undubbed cut.
You messed it
say
all
that
up.
really fast. Undubbed cut. Undubbed cut.
No.
Okay, sorry. Moving on.
Anyway, so we are in the kitchen of the aunt's house mansion. In there is their head maid, kitchen lady. I think she's the cook. I don't know. I'm a little confused. Anyway.
Yes.
Her name is Miss Barnstable.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the cook. Now, I mean, they couldn't afford, like, I think the emphasis on this was, like, they're supposed to be very rich and have, like, a workforce there, but you only see 2 people. So,
right.
Like, so I think, I don't know. Usually you have a head chef and then little worklings,
but I think maybe because there's only 2 of them,
maybe.
ants, they don't need a whole bunch of staff.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there is only 2
ants.
Why would you have anybody work for you anyway?
Because they're 92 years old.
Oh, that's true. Well, get off your asses.
Are you going to pluck chickens at 92 years old?
I might be plucking chickens. It depends on where we're at. Plucking chickens.
Remember that.
I'll pluck your chicken. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, so her name is Miss Barnstable, and she's yelling for the young maid named Alice to help pluck chickens, as we said. Alice asks if the rumors are true that the family is only coming there for their mistress's money.
I love the word mistress. My mistresses.
Because the ants are their mistresses.
Yeah, which sounds dirty.
Yeah, it does.
Some dirty grandma action. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay.
And so Alice says that she heard it from the owner of the pub, who heard it from Father Henry. And Miss Barnstable says that Father Henry is mad and out of his mind. She says that in this mansion, they are down to earth. And then she tells the girl to keep her questions for later because they have so much stuff to do.
Shut up. Like, I'll tell you everything, but shut up now.
Right.
What?
It was very confusing.
That wasn't necessary. I think she asked all her questions. So here we get a nice setup to the insanity that's about to come. And my lord, does inheritance bring out the worst in motherfuckers, dude. I've heard so many stories about how as soon as like a rich relative dies, oh my God, everybody goes nuts. Which makes me glad that I'm going to die poor.
Right.
I'm going to die poor and no one can fight over anything. Because what is there to the movie collection?
The movie collection.
Nobody's going to care.
The kids can have it.
If you're still alive, you're just going to look on it all with hate because you've seen them all. Fucking movies.
Never watching this one again.
Never again. Come back and make you watch the Snyder Cut as a ghost.
No.
You know what pisses me off about the Snyder Cut?
That it's not a Marvel movie?
Well, no. It's never going to be released on Blu-ray.
Why?
Because, I mean, obviously they're going to keep it on HBO Max because now you have to pay HBO Max to go see it.
I see.
Bullshit. Anyway,
Moving on. So, but then Miss Barnstable agrees to tell her everything.
Uh-huh.
Because she's like, oh, we can work and talk at the same time. What the fuck?
It's like, wait a second. You just told her to shut up.
Right.
And now you're like, wait, you know what? We can talk. It's like, I'm very confused. You are bipolar, madam.
Right.
Like, you need to get on some medication because this is too much.
So she says that the family is after the money, and she says they're all parasites and hypocrites and to watch out for them. And underneath, they are all maggot-infested rotting flesh.
Which I guess is a good way to describe most of this family and the characters in this film. Because I think besides the little girl, and I don't even know, I'm still deciding on that. I literally do not like a single character in this movie. I think they're all bad. All of them are terrible.
Well, even the little girl, when we first see her.
That's true. She's a terrible little asshole, isn't she?
Yeah.
And I'm glad when they start getting offed. Like, I don't know. That's why I don't really understand why they dedicate so much time to this beginning and getting us to know these characters. It's like, I know they're shitty. And yeah, there's some really good satire moments within this opening, opening length, football field opening. But there's some really good satire and stuff like that it's probably lost on anyone but Troma fans because it's a lot of underlying humor. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, they're making fun of the wealth class is what this movie's doing for the most part. And maybe it's the point to not like these characters. Maybe that's the point. Even better is that they're all fucking greedy and shitty rich people. Right. So it's a lot of fun once Murder Town gets off started.
Murder Town.
Murder Town. Murder Town sounds cool as fuck. I'm going to go. Well, no, it doesn't.
You're going to go to Murder
I'm
Town?
going to go to Murder Town.
No.
He was never heard from again. Well, why'd he go to Murder Town?
Dumbass.
Jesus.
So, this is where we meet all the people.
Yay.
Okay. I'm going to try to keep track of the names, okay?
I feel like the names in this are like points and who lines is it anyway? They don't matter. Like, you don't really have to even learn the names, but I guess for you guys, we're going to try to keep this somewhat cohesive.
Yes. Okay, so a man and a woman are driving in the car. The man's name is Fred. I don't remember his wife's name right now. They're driving to the party.
Yeah.
And the man wants to get there first because he says it's a race.
Woo!
Because of the inheritance and stuff.
Fun.
He says that if his aunts would die, he could build up his company, and says that he has 10 others in the family after the same money. His wife says that she's sure she will like the aunts and wants to know if he told them he has remarried. And he says that he told them a story, but not the truth, because she's 30 years younger and she's a nightclub singer.
Oh.
And he tells her to act nice and distinguished.
I mean, does he really have to hide this? Because when we find out who the black sheep of the family is, it's really not that bad in comparison.
Right.
I mean, come on. Another thing to remember about the cast is, one, they worked for free.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Two, they were shooting almost 17 hours a day on this thing, which took 6 weeks to finish.
Oh, my God.
There was no heating in the castle we're about to get to, or mansion, as it's depicted in this movie. No heating in there. And so they had to endure some freezing temps in sundresses and summer outfits, which is debilitating.
No.
So
And they weren't getting paid? Fuck that.
And nope, they were not getting paid. Like I said, most of them were film students and they just finished up their studies. So this was just like, hey, fun, a movie to work on.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure after it, they were like, okay, fuck that. I'm getting paid from now on.
So now we meet Helen, her husband, John, and her 2 kids, Susie and the boy. The kids are fighting and they want to know why the aunts won't share the money with them. And Helen says that they will share the money when they die. And the little girl, Susie, she says she will share her cookies with her brother when she dies.
Oh, God.
See, I told you she already is evil.
That's the thing. I do enjoy the underlining humor of this movie, but some reason the jokes that are put out are really just bad.
Right. This is probably one of my favorite parts in the movie, though,
Oh, yeah.
because the dad, John, he flips out, takes the cookies from them, and just fucking eats them himself. I feel like this is something I would do.
He just has a dad rage moment. Like, we have not seen this entire road trip. Like, we've not seen this dad have to suffer with these little shitheads in the back seat the whole time. And so one more little shithead remark, and he was just like, I'm losing my fucking mind.
I feel like that's me.
Yes.
I feel like I would do this.
Brittany has had mom moments where she just loses her shit.
Oh, especially driving in the car.
Then everybody's awkwardly quiet for at least 30 minutes.
Thank God. That's all I needed. I needed 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. Do you remember the time I pulled over because Kate hit the window with the baseball bat?
Oh my God.
One too many times, and I flipped out.
Once is enough, though. I mean, really.
Right.
For the baseball
I mean,
bat
he was
to the window.
tapping it, but
That's true.
Oh, I was going to kill him. And I think he thought I was going to.
Yeah, that was a scary moment for all of us.
I pulled over on the highway.
Had a flip out. So while I do enjoy this movie, God damn it, this thing is stretching. Like, it reeks of stretching the runtime and trying to get it to 90, 92 minutes. That's how it feels. I mean, I get that you want to set up your characters and really give motivations for stuff. And I mean, because I guess if they all just arrived at this castle, we didn't really know anything about it, that would kind of suck.
Right.
But do we really have to have this much time to set it up?
I don't think so.
Like, we didn't have to have the thing with the old ladies. We could have just had them at the house. Like, everybody gets there, and then there's old ladies. We don't need to know.
No.
I don't know. I feel like somewhere in this, they're trying to tell, like, a legit movie.
It's not.
just not coming off right.
It's not. So, oh my goodness. So now we have another nephew. His name is Harvey. He's at work and he does gun shit or something. I don't know. And he says that he has to go to the family party. His coworker says that he put a gun and ammo in the trunk of his car for him.
Hint, hint.
Just in case. Harvey says that if dinner goes good, then in a year or two, they will be able to build tanks and cannons. And they talk about maybe having a third world war.
Yeah, I really like this part because people like this really do want wars to break out
Right.
so they can make more money off their fucking guns and shit. I think the odd part about this movie, and I don't think it was intentional, but like I said, it does work as an awesome piece of satire on the rich and wealth classes
yeah.
and stuff. I think that's mostly where this film's humor comes from, which makes it perfect for Trauma. I think this is a good fit for it,
Right.
with that underlining humor and stuff like that. Like the blind man at the beginning, they just give him a bottle of wine
For
Here-
no reason.
Here, buddy, drink yourself to death.
That's terrible. So now we meet Bertha.
Well, Bertha. Man,
I mean,
Bertha
she's
is
not.
a
She's
name, isn't
tiny.
it? Yeah, Bertha is a name. Is that a
Yeah.
name anymore? Is anybody named Bertha nowadays?
I hope not.
I mean,
older
from our
people,
generation, the nursing homes are going to be full of Jessicas and Jennifers and all sorts of people's names.
Caden.
Caden. There's going to be a few Isabellas in there and all sorts.
The Renesmees.
The Renesmees.
The Renesmees have graduated high school.
Oh, God, I'm old.
Have they?
By the way, that's
It
a
was something
Twilight
like that.
reference for anybody
Yes.
who's wondering.
The Renesmees have gotten older.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, God.
I don't think they've graduated high school yet.
People named
But I
their
don't know.
children after Twilight.
Yeah.
They did that. People did that. Oh, God, anyway.
There's going to be Haydens and Jadens and Cadens
I really
and
feel
Ladens.
bad for the children who were named after 50 Shades of Grey. Like, this is even worse property.
Gray.
Grey.
What was that girl's name?
What were their
Anna?
names in that fucking... Anyway.
Anyway, so Bertha is biking and she's thinking back on a conversation that she had with her mother. The mother doesn't want her to leave and she says that she's dying. Bertha says that she's been dying for the last 20 years, but she's still leaving. She said that she may not get there first, but they will appreciate the effort that she has made to get there on the bike.
Uh-huh.
And as she's biking, along comes Roger, one of the other nephews. He drives behind her and says that Bertha is the family virgin and then runs her off the road.
Which is a shit thing to do, man. Like, what the fuck? The fuck is that?
Get the fuck out of the way. They're trying to be there first.
How dare you be a virgin? So again, it's dragging, man. It's dragging. When are we going to get to the killing grandmas? I need
About
death.
45 minutes from
Oh
now.
my God.
Yes. This is where we meet the lesbian lovers.
Yeah.
Erica and her lover, who I never caught her name.
Again, it doesn't matter.
No, not well, kind of. She's in the movie for a long time.
Oh, she is, isn't she? Oh, well.
Anyway, Erica and her lover are driving to the mansion, and they're gonna say, as their cover up for being lovers, that they're coworkers. Erica says that the aunts are old and naive, but they're gonna try to rattle her. They're gonna try to rattle the girlfriend.
Yeah. And it's like, they're 92. I mean, how sharp is their wits? I think you got this.
I don't know.
Like, what are they going to rattle her with? Like,
Oh, that's true. I don't
yeah,
know.
like, what do they got on you?
I have no idea.
Who are you? Like,
You
we
know
just get
what's
a lot of
funny?
that. What's up?
They like portray these aunts to be so sweet and so caring and loving and stuff.
I think everyone just hates them because they're rich.
Yes.
Yeah, or richer than them. Like,
Right.
It's
Because they all seem pretty well off. Okay, not Bertha.
yeah, Bertha gets screwed through most of this fucking movie. Even
Oh,
though,
yeah.
you know, she's a virgin, but she gets fucked over like in this movie.
She gets screwed with no lube.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So everybody gets to the mansion and starts to settle in their rooms. Roger goes to talk to Erica's girlfriend and says that he wants to buy her from Erica. She slaps him.
Fun. What the fuck?
And she says he's a poor excuse for a man. And he says that she's trying to survive and that she really does want a man. Because I think what he was implying is that Erica's buying her.
Oh.
So he wants to buy her from Erica and that she really does want a man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he opens her robe. They start to kiss. She pushes him on the bed and gets on top of him.
Which, okay, what are we saying here?
We saw a boob.
Yeah, that was an excuse to put boobs. We could have had a lesbian scene.
We could have had 4 boobs.
You could have boosted your fucking movie with a lesbian love scene. That would have been this movie 9 stars. 9 stars out of 10. 9 stars. This movie would have just boosted up to the fucking big leagues. Like, when in doubt, whip him out. That's all I can say.
Of course.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Oh, sorry. So our mansion again. This is an actual castle. And the decor you see, that wasn't from like a prop department or specially brought in or anything like that. Again, shoestring budget here. This was the castle's actual decor. The owner was a beer merchant, and all the things you see around this place is actually real and owned by him. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
So everybody sits down for dinner, and the aunts sit the priest nephew next to the children because he loves children so much. What the fuck? They didn't see my face. I'm sorry.
It's audio medium. Medium.
Right. And I call him the priest through this because his name's like fucking Persephone or some shit like that. No, it's not that, but
I don't know.
Percival.
Okay.
His name's Percival.
Again,
so
we
I'm
don't
calling
need
him
names.
The
They
priest.
could have just. They really. Now that I'm thinking about it, they could have just started the movie right here.
Yes.
We don't need to know.
No.
Like, they're all shitty people. That's all we need to know.
Right. So Helen says that she doesn't understand how Harvey sells all those guns and that it's immoral. The aunts agree that his business is horrible. He says it's moral because they're going to kill communists. Erica is pissed that her girlfriend slept with Roger. The priest is going to stab the boy in the hand with a fork because he won't stop messing with him.
Yeah.
So I don't think the priest likes little boys like that.
Which, I guess, good? Is that the one good thing?
The one good thing.
I don't know. Or maybe just wants to stab him with something else. Anyway, oh God. We are drifting way too much into child rape this episode.
You gotta make it interesting. It's not
true.
interesting.
These parts aren't very interesting unless you're catching the humor. Then it is interesting. That's the problem with relating this movie to you guys, is that I can't sit here and explain the underlining humor that's satire on the wealth classes.
Right.
When it's just in the movie. I mean, we'd have to walk you through every single minute of it.
Oh, it's too boring for that.
You don't want that. The music isn't bad in this flick. Random thought here, apparently. It was co-composed by Jean Bruno Castellan, who also worked on Maniac Nurses and State of Mind, both trauma picks, and Pierre Damien Castellan, all these names, who co-composed this as well. He worked on the 2004 French documentary Un Ve de Chat. I tried. I may have butchered that. It's a very good documentary. I like
One Day
French film.
Chat.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah. That's it. It's not bad. I'll have to. I haven't seen it in years though. Like, that's such a obscure fucking French film. I love them. I love obscure French films.
As long as they're not dubbed.
Yes. Subtitles or give me death. Anyway, moving on.
So the doorbell rings, and Miss Barnstable wants Alice to answer it. She says that she doesn't want to because it's dark out, and she's scared that it's gonna be the devil.
That's an unusual thing to jump to.
The devil just rings the doorbell.
It's the devil. Look, Mama, it's the devil. No.
The devil rings the doorbell now. He's so polite.
It'd be funny if it really was the devil. It's just, oh hey, I'm the devil. I mean, obviously, the horns and the feet. Anyway, I need to borrow some sugar. All out, fresh out of sugar.
Oh my gosh. So Alice ends up going to see who it is, and there's this creepy woman standing there. She demands that Alice open the gate. So she does. She says that she wants to give them the aunts this gift and to have the best birthdays of their lives.
I'm just going to say, if creepy women show up at your gate or door and are just bringing gifts, but they have a stare like they're staring into the bowels of hell, just don't accept it. Just be like, no, I'm good.
She looked like a vampire.
She does. She looks like a goddamn Deadite from Evil Dead.
Yes. I agree. So Alice takes the gift and says she will give it to them. And Miss Barnstable is mad that Alice took the gift.
I mean, if anything, it could be a bomb. Jesus Christ, this lady's crazy looking. Let's not.
Yeah, I agree. How about we not do that?
I'd be like if like a dude looking like Charlie Manson showed up at my door. It's like, hey, Jack, I got a gift for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, scary man.
I'll go open this right now.
Hey, sweetie, a dirty old crazy hippie gave me a gift.
Don't open that.
Don't. Just throw it away.
Just burn it.
You know what?
Burn it.
Just give it to the neighbors or something.
No, it's too close. Maybe those neighbors across the street that could play the music.
Ugh, right?
Oh, I'm old.
We are old. We just had an old person moment. We're going to be out on the front porch yelling at people to get off our lawn.
Oh, no.
We're having orgies in our house, but get off my lawn.
Oh, no. What have we done? Anyway, Fat Fred's wife is drunk and says out loud that she doesn't regret marrying Fred. And everyone gets quiet because they don't know that they're married.
Yeah.
Erica is trying to sleep with Fred's wife, but her girlfriend says that she hasn't had enough to drink yet.
And again, this seems like a lot of filler, man.
Oh, it is.
It's a lot of filler. I get it that they're all terrible human beings. I get the humor. It is funny, these scenes. There are some good stuff here. But at the same time, like, we really need to get to the killer grandmas, you guys. Like, I'm really getting antsy.
I know. I'm like, I don't know what to do here. So the aunts decide to open their gifts, and they're going to leave the mystery gift for the end.
Ooh.
The aunts are very grateful for all the gifts that they've gotten. They get to the mystery envelope, and it's from someone that's not wanted there, but they wish that they could witness them opening the gift.
Ooh, spooky. I mean, I would have liked some backstory of Christopher here, who is the one that gave him the gift. I mean, we got 1,000,000 years of these characters that we don't like, but none of the character that we might actually like.
Right.
He sounds cool. The dude sounds cool as shit. First, he's a Satanist, and he's the black sheep of the family. Holy shit. All they would need to do is just roll in Ozzy Osbourne. Imagine that, just fucking Ozzy in this movie. You know, at the end, it flashes to Christopher's palace or something, the dark arts, and it's just fucking Ozzy.
Sharon!
I got those bitches. Like, what the fuck? That's all we need.
Right.
But no, like, which brings me to my next point. Why the title Rabid Grannies? You know? Sure, it's a buzzword. You know, it's buzzworthy. Rabid Grannies sounds pretty good. But it only makes sense if they opened this gift and it was a rabid weasel that jumped down and bit them, you know?
Because they're not very rabid.
They're not rabid. There's no rabies here.
No.
This is all demonic possession. I mean, we get a cursed box is what this is. Which, cool. But why not call it demonic grannies? That sounds pretty good. Or demon grannies.
Or demon ants.
Or demon ants. That's true, because they're not grannies either. I forgot about that. Honestly, I think the original title of the script, The Long Night, fits even better. It's very long.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are slogging to get to some promised granny action. Oh, wait. Ew.
You like granny action, don't you?
I don't want to talk about it.
What?
I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I'll talk about it in a minute.
I don't want to know.
Some granny action.
Ew.
Hey, sometimes you got those grandmas that are real old, but they still got the body, you know, they're rocking it.
What?
And they're like very sure of themselves.
They got the body and they're rocking it.
I mean, might as well.
In their rocking chairs in the
No.
nursing home?
Well, you don't have to be like 92 to be a grandmother, is all I'm saying. Like, you could be 60 and be a grandma, you know?
I could be a grandma like in 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's
By
what
the time I'm
talking
35,
about.
I could be
that's
a
what I'm talking
grandma.
about, grandma. You know?
Oh, I don't want to be a grandma when I'm 30. I need to like fucking
shut, knock on wood or something. That doesn't count. It's fake. Let's go.
Come here, give me
There's
your
no
wood.
real wood here.
Give me your wood.
Okay. Knock on my dick. Anyway, anyhow, back to the movie.
So as you promptly, prematurely said before we get to this part,
Hey, at least it's the only thing I prematurely do.
I don't know about that. No, I'm just
What are
kidding.
you talking about? I was like, I'm not a premature ejaculator. And first of all,
I'm just joking.
let me just bring this up for people out there.
Oh God.
Is it premature if you just ejaculate? Like, and you have an orgasm? Is that premature? Is that premature ejaculation?
No, I think it's before you do the sexual act.
Well, I mean, technically, you're just coming on time for yourself, right? I mean,
But you're not coming on time for the person you're having sex with.
well, too bad. There's toys and shit. We'll get you off.
Too bad.
Hey, I'm just saying people can't control their body chemistry is all I'm saying. If somebody comes real fast.
Okay, but there's still a word for that. It's still premature ejaculation.
What do they got to call it? Premature ejaculation just sounds like, I don't know.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, we almost got to child. rape
Oh,
again.
yeah. No.
No. It sounds like I'm like watching cartoons or something while I'm jerking off. Like it just doesn't sound, you know.
But that's not what it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's like fucking Forrest Gump and Jenny in the fucking dorm room.
Well, Forrest Gump was very excited. Okay, let's not.
Okay.
You know, I'm just saying. Let's stop slamming on people who premature ejaculate because you can't slam on them to begin with. They get a little excited. But
Oh my! I'm gonna slam your face into the concrete.
hey-o. All right. Anyway,
What?
moving on. I don't know. I pulled an Ed McMahon.
Anyway, so the letter and gift are from the nephew Christopher, and everyone's appalled except for the aunts because they think he's changed.
He gave us a gift.
He's such a sweet boy.
And again, I'm sorry. Like everybody's talking about these grannies like they're pieces of shit, but I mean, really, are they? That's why I need some more Christopher backstory because I gotta know I gotta know the backstory of this.
Well,
I mean, I guess if he's a Satanist, maybe.
I don't know. Roger says that he's the head priest of a satanic sect, and they open this gift, which is a wooden box, but that's all we see.
Yeah.
What's
There's not
in
much
this box?
to this batch. I mean, it's cursed. Yeah, it's pretty much self-explanatory.
Okay, but they just want the box. Like, oh, thanks for this box.
You know, old ladies in their boxes, and oh, ew.
Again.
Oh God. Oh, I'm trying not to turn this into talking about grandma fucking, but you know, it's just going that way. I'm sorry, everybody.
Do you need to go to somewhere?
No. Go to somewhere. Like,
Go
well,
to
where
somewhere.
somewhere? Live at Grannies R Us.
Yes, the nursing home.
That's true. I'm very attractive to older ladies, so that's a problem.
Attractive or attracted?
Attractive. I'm attracted
Oh.
to them too. I think everything's attractive. I have issues, but
How old is too old?
how old is too old for me? Okay, it depends. It depends on the person, really. You know,
That's true.
like what are we talking? You know,
They're gonna buy you a new Xbox, brand new,
oh,
if you lick their grandma box.
you know what? I would have licked their box to begin with for free, but they gonna buy me stuff too. Let's go.
I've had enough of you. I've had enough of you tonight.
I'm just a non-selfish lover, is all I'm saying.
I've had enough of you. You are too much. You're fired.
If I could teach the world to come in perfect harmony.
What the fuck?
Anyway, moving on. Let's get back to the movie before we get any weirder.
So they bring out the cake,
Yay.
blow off the candles. Fred's wife, Jessica's her name, sings their favorite song. And as she is, the box is open on the table and starts to smoke into the aunt's strings like a demon.
Bum, bum, bum.
or some shit.
Possessed drinks.
The ants drink their drinks and start to change.
Dun, dun, dun.
The changes are happening.
The changes.
One of them grows a nail and cuts the cake with it. Then they both morph into these monsters. One of them reaches across the table, attacks, and eats Erica.
Which is pretty cool, man.
Because fuck that bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone starts to freak out. Alice runs in and gets thrown out the window. Mrs. Barnstable and Radu don't think anything weird's going on until one of the monsters comes in. Miss Barnstable thinks that she just has bad indigestion.
Yeah, because that's what that looks like.
Exactly.
That's some really wicked indigestion. You got to hand it to the special effects guy who was only 18 at the time he worked on this. These are pretty cool effects we get in this movie. I think that's the one. Well, there's several pluses. We'll get to it at the end, but that's one of the big things about this movie is the effects are pretty cool, man. I mean, the things, once this killing starts and things start behaving a little better, and we do get some nice deaths and stuff like that, and it all looks really good. Now, no one really knows who's the blame for the gore being cut in this film. Like, nobody knows. But Emmanuel saw this finished cut and was like, hey, that's not what I made. But he didn't really go up in arms because who's to blame? There was nobody blamed. There was nobody knew whose decision that was. As he should, he was disappointed. All his stuff was left on the cutting room floor because it's wonderfully disgusting. It is some really top-notch gore. It's fun stuff.
Dang. Well, I want that.
I know. I'm sorry. We had to watch the cut version.
I guess so. Anyway, sorry. I was confused for a second. So the cousins lock themselves into rooms. Erica's girlfriend, Helen, John, and the little boy are in a room together. And the priest comes to hide in the room with them. And then we have Bertha, Fred, and Harvey in the room together.
Okay.
Fred says that they are just it's just imagination and that these monsters don't exist. So he's going to go prove it.
Okay.
And as soon as he goes out, he gets attacked and comes back.
Which is kind of cool. So let's pause for a minute and talk about some actual grannies that kill. So
What?
First up, that's right. I got a few. So first up is Leonardo
Jiu-jitsu? No, I'm just kidding.
Quincelli. I don't know. Does today's show make fun of Lee not knowing how to say things?
Nobody's making fun of you except for yourself.
That's true. So between 1939 and 1940, Leonardo killed 3 women as a sacrifice to break a family curse of her not having children. Which does that make her a grandma? Here's the thing. Does it make you a grandma if you're old?
I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, I think so. But in order to dispose of the bodies, and this is the best part, she made them into soap or baked them into little tea cakes to sell in her shop.
The people?
Yes. So, and she said they made an excellent snack.
Shit.
So then in the 1980s, you had Dorothea Helen Puente Gray, who literally looks like the lost member of the Golden Girls. Now, she ran a boarding house in Sacramento, California, and murdered her various elderly and mentally disabled boarders so she could cash in their security checks. She killed about 9 confirmed, and there were 6 unconfirmed victims because they just couldn't find enough evidence to charge her with it. But at Dorothea's boarding house, you check in but never check out.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
That's a good one. I got it there.
You did it.
Yeah.
You did it. Nice.
I'm so lame. Anyway.
So Roger is with Jessica and they're walking through the house. Jessica says that she has Fred's keys and they could leave and they would tell the police. One of the monsters jumps out at them and they make a run for it. They go down to the cellar. One of them's in the cellar also, so they run outside. They finally make it to the car, but the monster gets in and kills Roger. The monster says that she is going to punish Jessica unless she sings. So go ahead.
Sorry. This part in the car confuses me that we're about to get to, and you're about to go on about it, but go ahead.
So they both start singing happy birthday, and the aunt lets her go. Jessica starts to limp off, and then the monster pushes her into the gate with the car. Like, kind of runs her over, but runs her into the gate.
Because she does it with her mind. All of a sudden, these ball sack creatures is how they look at this point.
Yes.
These ball sack creatures have telepathic powers, but like everybody's hiding in rooms.
How do you know she did it with her mind?
It shows her. She's like sitting there doing a little weird dance in the back and stuff. And then the gear shift hits. And the drive and
okay.
shit.
You're right. You're right.
So it's like, wait. Where did the telepathic powers? Why only once? Can we use that again?
Right.
Like, what the fuck is happening here?
I don't know. This is so weird.
All I'm saying is these ball sacks are not very well defined.
You know what they look like?
What?
That butthole meme. You know,
The goatsy thing?
I don't know what it is. It's a face on a butt. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Are you talking about the butt face dude from Society?
I don't know what it is from.
Oh, anyway. Yeah,
I just see it in
it's
GIFs
that.
a lot.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay. That's what they look like. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay.
They do kind of look like that. Yes.
Okay. So they want the priest to do something, but he says that he doesn't know what he can do. And Helen just remembered that her daughter, Susie, had gone to the bathroom and they haven't seen her since.
It's a terrible moment, Mom, to pull a Kevin McAllister on your kid, because like, wouldn't that be your first? Although these are shitty people, what are we doing here? Yeah,
Right. Well, she had one kid. I mean, does she need the other one? No,
that's true. It's like, I got the good one. We're all right.
So Susie's walking around looking for Helen, can't find anyone. She walks into a room that has toys, and one of the monsters is there, rocking in the chair, but she's in normal form, like the aunt.
Uh-huh.
And the aunt says that her parents are playing hide and seek.
Which honestly, this movie does have some legitimately creepy scenes.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And this is one of them. Like it does hit horror a couple of times in this movie.
Yeah.
Well, quite a few times. It does a pretty good job. And it's weird because like, you want to say this movie's terrible, but it really isn't. Like in there's actually a pretty good movie. Like it's fun. Like at least I had fun watching.
At least the
this.
second half of it.
The second half, yeah,
Right.
You're right. And at least I didn't have to look up how many times Ted Bundy raped a corpse. You know, I mean, last month.
What? Why would you have to look that up again? You already know.
I think my mind pushes those facts out, and then I have to learn them again. And my brain's like, would you just fucking stop, please? Can we just look at dicks again?
Right? What?
Gotcha. All right, anyway.
Whoa.
And honestly, I don't even like this shitty little kid. I think this kid's terrible. Why put her in the movie at all? Why put any of the kids in the movie? Is this so we can feel like those people are more grandmas?
And the priest is maybe a molester. I think that's why the kids are there.
Really?
Shitty mom, grannies, shitty priest.
Oh, yeah. Just shitty people all around.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. So Helen and John fight because he didn't even want to come to this party. Helen tells him that he's a piece of shit, basically, and that they need the millions from the aunts. But they finally decide that they need to come up with a plan.
Well, I mean, they've turned into killer monsters. I think it's time to cut your losses and head on out the road, you know? I don't think now's the time to figure out how to get the money. I mean, and, you know, best case scenario, you exit and you escape and stuff, and they die. I mean, they're dead anyway, right? Or as we come to find out in one of the most disappointing endings, they aren't. But okay.
Spoilers. So Helen goes to walk out of the room, but the priest stops her and says that he has a right to live, and they're all going to die if she opens the door. He says that they can wait. They can just wait there and pray. This pisses her off, and she pulls a knife and points it at his junk and says that she's going to go look for her daughter, and she's taking her son with her. What the fuck?
Wait, well, leave the son. Oh, wait.
Right?
Oh, wait. You can't leave the son with the priest. Shit. Anyway.
Well, the dad's there. The dad is staying.
Well, maybe that dad's shitty too. Who knows?
Well, yeah, because why is the dad not going to look for the daughter?
Why
is
is
the
anybody
mom
not
going?
doing anything in this movie? Why are they all hiding their room?
Because I'd be so pissed at you if there's monsters and one of our kids is out in the hallway or some shit, and you were like, "Yeah, you can go get her." No, motherfucker, you fucking
You
go
fucking
get her.
go do it. There's monsters out there.
Right.
So the moans and grunts of our grannies. Oh,
Oh, your favorite noises.
that were actually done by Emmanuel Curvin.
The grannies were done
yes,
by
the
them?
grannies were done. Has anyone seen that Age Gap Lover show?
Oh, yeah, you're on episode 3, right?
The show about granny shaggers.
Like episode 3.
Hey, is it Granny Shagger? Sorry.
They don't talk like
No,
that.
they don't. I just did that on my own. You can see it on YouTube, actually. There is a dude in that shit who's extremely creepy about the whole situation. It's like, it's fine. I don't even understand why that's a show. I mean, cool. Y'all are fucking older women.
Is that one that we
Have
were
a good time.
watching?
No, actually, that guy was creepy too. That was, you're thinking of that it's not My Strange Addiction, but it's or is it? Is it?
I think it was My Strange Addiction.
Why was that? These kind of shows are great when they first start, but then they get shitty as they go on. It's like, wait, are you addicted to grandmas? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that guy was creepy.
Super creepy.
That guy was really creepy. It was just the way he was treating the whole situation. It was just really scary. Like,
oh yeah,
like he was collecting grandmas for something. I don't know, but
I think he had a Freudian complex.
Maybe because he was like, I just like them old, and he really sounded like that too.
Yes.
He sounded
You
like
did a great
he sounded like
voice.
yes, he sounded like Butthead from Beavis and Butthead. He's like, I just really like older women. Older the better. I don't date anyone under 60.
He was like, the grayer the hair or something
The
like
gray of the hair.
that. Yeah.
Like, seriously, if he would have just busted out a Butthead laugh. Anyway, moving on.
So
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I may have went to Granny Town once. That's all I'm saying. It was
that's
fine.
where your PS4 came from?
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with loving an older lady? What's wrong with having sex with an older lady? Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Was it dusty?
No.
Did you have to clean it out first?
No, ew. You're being discriminatory.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, it's fine. There are certain moves you can't do. Like, you gotta be
I mean, you
careful.
can't like power thrust into their
you
hips.
hurt something.
Right. Oh, that's why you like to have sex with grandmas. Huh.
No, I enjoy power thrusting. I'm just
It took
saying.
you a minute.
I don't
It
all the
took you
time
a
enjoy
minute.
beating the shit out of somebody when I'm having sex with them.
Not that I want you to beat the shit out of me.
Anyway, moving on.
So the dining room has broken glass and blood everywhere. And they're looking around and they think that Susie's at the top of the stairs until this leg gets thrown down at them.
This is fun.
Helen runs up the stairs to find that the monsters are there with Susie. And this freaks her out. So she runs back down the stairs and they hide, but don't get the girl.
Yeah.
The boy turns into a monster too, bites off Helen's hand. They run into a room and try to get away, but the monsters are chasing them. Helen stops and is kind of in shock, but she gets pulled into the room and they lock the door.
And the actress who play our evil grannies were in makeup chair. Sorry. Now, the actors who play the evil grannies were in the makeup chair for a total of 4 to 6 hours, and they look like testicles, like just old testicles. I
yeah.
really do think so.
I
Like,
agree.
Especially when they're together. It's like testicles free of the sack or something. They're running around.
Yeah.
The testicle monsters.
Testicle monsters. Oh, yeah, you're right.
And this is a perfect opportunity to cut to Christopher laughing. Ha ha! I turned those bitches into testicles. This would be great.
That would be hilarious. And also with Helen is Erica's girlfriend, and I'm just calling her the girlfriend because
Yeah.
I don't know her name. I'm sorry, I don't. So the monsters are trying to convince the girlfriend to open the door.
Uh-huh.
And Helen's going a little crazy and just evilly smiling. Oh, and the kid turned back into a regular kid now.
Which, again, wait.
Yeah, the kid just turns into a monster, bites his
hang
mom's
on, what is
hand
all
off,
this
and then,
that's happening?
Yes,
What
I'm
is happening
very
here?
confused. Very.
And why aren't they using their telekinetic powers?
Maybe they turned the little boy into a monster. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
So then we hear John crying and trying to get them to open the door. Then we think that the monsters kill him, make everyone listen to the whole thing. So the girlfriend ends up opening the door, and it's just the monsters. They're not killing John.
Yeah.
Now, John and the priest are still in the room, and John says that he's going to go out and look for Helen.
Which, why does everybody keep going out?
Because they have to look for each other.
Why do you
apparently?
fucking keep fucking leaving the room? Get the kid, go back, and don't worry about it. But we see one of these grannies kill someone with their fucking mind. Like I said, where is that power? I want that power
I
to
don't
come
know.
back. Anyway,
I don't know.
how many times are we gonna say granny in this episode?
Not enough.
We need a granny counter. Ew.
You're the one that keeps saying granny. I'm saying monsters.
You just don't want to say the word granny.
Because,
Don't like the word granny.
No, because every character in this movie called them monsters.
That's true. I'm calling them grannies because that's what I've been led to believe on the front cover, which I don't even think those are the people that are in this movie on the front cover of this.
Probably not. So Fred is drinking heavily. Bertha is pissed. Harvey says that getting drunk isn't going to change anything. And Fred says that he will suffer less.
I mean, he's got a point.
He ain't wrong.
Yeah, he's got a point.
So John knocks on the door and they let him in. He tries to attack Fred when Fred says something about Susie being stupid or whatever.
Yeah.
And Harvey's holding him back. Harvey says that if there is anyone else, they need to find them and get out of there. And he says that they need to take a risk because they can't wait till the end of time. And Fred says it is the end of time.
Did you not see the testicle monsters running around?
You sounded like Ozzy there.
Oh, I did.
That was a regular Ozzy voice.
That was a regular. That wasn't his singing voice. His singing voice sounds like this. But his talking. Oh, he's just talking.
Sharon.
Well, I turn those bitches into testicle monsters. Sharon. Again, we keep going into these people's problems and characters, and I just don't need it.
No.
I want more granny slamming. Oh God. Okay, moving on.
I need to find you somebody.
No,
There's grandmas out there.
I'm sure there are.
Oh, 2 doors down. There's a grandma.
I don't know her.
I mean, you could get to know her.
Hey, lady, you want to have sex?
You could get to know her.
I'm good. I'm good.
So they open the door to the room. Harvey tells John and Bertha to go to the kitchen, and Harvey and Fred are going to go to the cellar. Harvey says they need to meet back there in 10 minutes. That's not long enough to find somebody in a fucking mansion.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, Jesus Christ. Give me at least 20.
Right. And Fred thinks this is all stupid, but he finally agrees.
I'm agreeing with Fred. That's all I'm saying.
They're just drinking.
Let's just sit down and let's just drink our problems away because the
Right.
grannies are going to murder us.
Right. So Bertha and John find Miss Barnstable dead in a pot of food and find Radu all freaked out in the corner.
Now, I think it would have been really cool to have these grandmas bake people into cakes, you know? Wouldn't that go with it?
Oh, yeah.
So this is largely a Belgium production, and a lot of people don't really know much about the Belgian film industry. And a lot of good movies come from there, and I bet most of you are all thinking about chocolate right now.
No.
Oh yeah, not you. Well, waffles, Belgian waffles.
Ooh.
I like a good Belgian waffle.
Me too.
But anyway-
What's the difference between a Belgian waffle and a regular waffle?
Belgian waffle's a little thicker.
Thick boy.
Thick boy. It's a little thicker. Sometimes it's got cream in the center.
Do they?
I have no idea.
I don't-
I really don't know. I know they're thicker and more breadier
Thick.
and stuff. That thick.
A thick boy.
Thick Belgian waffle.
Anyway.
But you got Daughters of Darkness, which is a great movie from the 70s. Raw from 2016. and Cub, which is not a gay porn, sadly.
Oh. Dang it. So Fred and Harvey find a way out, and Harvey says that they need to go get the others and let them know about this. But Fred says that he's just going to go out there. He's like, whatever.
I'm going after him.
And they argue because Harvey thinks that Fred is being selfish. And Harvey says that he's too fat to get through the thing anyway.
That sucks.
So,
you're too fat to live.
It's true. He gets stuck.
He does. Yes, he does.
And he's yelling in this fucking tunnel thing, which alerts the monsters as to
the
where
worst
they are.
possible thing, because those testicles are sensitive to hearing, and so they're coming right after you.
They're sensitive testicles.
Yeah. They really should have just dropped the temperature in there, made it real cold. They would have shriveled up and died.
It was cold. There was no heat in there.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why they're so small. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. So Harvey tries to help him get unstuck, but the monsters come. So Harvey hides, and Fred is halfway hanging there. So the monsters kill him and eat him.
Whoopee.
And Harvey starts yelling and saying that he's going to kill them, but then he runs off. He goes to his car, gets the gun out of the trunk, and goes back into the house to find them. He runs into them and unloads on one of them, but she just doesn't die.
Yeah.
Then the other one comes out and in a suit of armor. What the fuck?
I don't know.
He shoots it, and then it just throws him down the stairs.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, she actually cuts him with the sword. She cuts his legs off and shit, and he just flips over the stairs because
I thought she threw him.
No, she cuts his legs off. But which is pretty cool. But okay, the granny testicle of the suit of armor was pretty fucking hilarious, man. That was a pretty good touch. I giggled.
It was
like really loud when I first saw that. Because she just like appears out of nowhere in this fucking suit of armor.
And we did not expect that. Well, I didn't. I don't know about you.
I don't know.
So John, Radu, and Bertha walk in and freak out. John says they're all going to die. Radu tells him that the box was punishment for how they treated the ants for the last 20 years.
No, it's Christopher, who we are not talking about and ignoring. It's badass. Christopher was this fucking like cursed box. That's what that is.
Christopher's Cursed Box.
Christopher's Cursed Box, the movie.
Nice. So he's going on and ends up tripping, because bitches always be tripping, on a piece of flesh and falling into a window and dying.
Woohoo!
And then Bertha makes this speech, and I could not understand what she was saying, so it's blah blah blah. She's about the ants, and one of the monsters is just like playing with this body part and eating it like a child. Yeah, and I
do love the fucking physical comedy of that fucking dude eating it through the goddamn window. That was great.
Because she like throws his body part on the ground, he trips over it like a banana peel and like fucking falls into this window and dies.
Oh, that's so good.
Poor Radu. So the priest finally leaves the room and runs into the monsters. They give him a gun, and they say that they respect him and they want to talk to him before they kill him. They want it to be painless because they like him very much. One of them says he's a bad priest because he smashes kids' hands, and they don't want him to suffer and to just shoot himself. The other one says that he needs to save his soul and just deal with the suffering for a few minutes because, priests that kill themselves go to hell.
Yeah.
So they're going back and forth and pressuring him so much that he finally shoots himself.
And then the one that was pressuring him to kill himself, she's like, I won that one.
That's so terrible.
Talking priests into killing themselves. That's not a bad idea, really.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, so our priest basically Full Metal jackets himself in the head.
Yes, and this gun is like an automatic because it's like, I was like, what the fuck? That's not one bullet. That's a lot of bullets.
God.
I was like,
At least it's in the head. He didn't feel nothing. I couldn't.
He dead. He dead.
That's why we need gun control laws, people.
This is Germany, though.
That's true.
So John has the box and says that Christopher knew that they would all be there and that they would die.
Thankfully, someone brings up Christopher.
But only for a second.
Maybe if you guys talked about him more, maybe he wouldn't be trying to kill you. That's
Maybe
all I'm
if you
saying.
invited him.
If you just included me. Included me in the fun, but you don't. So curse box. Curse is on you.
Curse your box.
I'm going to turn them into testicles. It's going to be funny. But you're not going to see it. Oh, no, I didn't think about that.
So Bertha says that they need to destroy the box, and John says that if they destroy the box, then they will be destroying its power, which he agrees, whatever. They find the priests, and Bertha's super pissed. She's yelling that they're going to destroy them, and and this really pissed off the monsters, and the house starts to shake. John says...
Which again, is that the telekinesis? Is that what's happening here?
It's an earthquake.
Oh.
I don't know. You're just like, oh.
It's a spooky earthquake?
I guess so.
Okay.
John says that he isn't a coward anymore and then gets attacked by the monster.
And folded in fucking half.
Oh, backwards.
That was cool.
Yes,
I mean,
this is the best death.
It really is.
Yeah.
This is a really good one.
Bertha runs off and goes to where the girlfriend and the kid are. The girlfriend doesn't want to open the door, but she does. Bertha says that she's going to destroy the box and she needs a crucifix.
All this talk about Satanism and destroying boxes, yeah. it's got me kind of heated. All right, anyway.
So she starts to hit the box with this crucifix. The monsters kind of like halfway get in the door. But as they do, they die and turn back into the ants.
So that's how you take away these monsters' power. You smash their granny box. That's what you do there.
Oh, no. With your crucifix.
With your crucifix.
Oh my God.
You smashed their granny box. I'm sorry. I was just thinking the word box has been thrown around here in this episode. And I was thinking about that fucking Snyder cut again, right?
Oh.
Why is everything... okay, the mother boxes in that movie. There's a lot of jokes in that movie that I don't think anyone caught but me, because I was laughing the whole time because they call these things mother boxes. Uh-huh. And the whole time they're like, we can smell the mother box.
Are you serious?
You come out of the mother box. Let's get you to the mother box.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm not even joking. Someone says, let's get you inside the mother box at one point of the fucking movie. And I'm like, come on, Snyder. Was this all just one big 4-hour vagina joke? Is that what this was? Is this you trolling us?
That's why it got cut so much.
They're like, we got to cut all this talk of boxes out, man. Jesus.
We can't handle this right now.
There's a lot of mother box talking.
So it's all over with, and the police are there now. It's daytime now. Helen is taken out in a straitjacket because she went a little mad. The girlfriend says to the little boy that he can stay with her for a while since his mom has lost it and his dad's dead. Uh-huh. And then you think it's over, but it's not. And we see Bertha riding in a taxi, and then she turns into a monster and attacks the driver.
Yeah. And that scene at where they go to the chapel, that was an actual church and stuff, and they filmed it without them knowing what the movie they were making there. They just convinced them to do it.
So do you think that Bertha got the money then? I mean, because she was in a taxi this time.
Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, Bertha has the roughest time, and she's the less shittiest of the people, I think.
I think that's why she got the money.
I know, right? But then she's a monster.
A monster.
A monster.
Is she rabid?
I don't know. I think she's demonic.
Is she a granny?
It's like, wait, Christopher cuts to him. Wait, so Bertha's... okay, did I create zombies? I'm confused. They did what with their minds? They're demons. Okay, all right, whatever. At least things got solved, I guess. I don't...
Who knows?
With my box. Anyway, so this has somehow become one of Troma's most popular titles, one of them, on home video, or at least the most popular of their distributed properties and stuff like that. Honestly, I've been making fun of this movie the whole time, but it's really not bad. It's pretty fun, honestly. It's a good time. Like, if you're just watching this, you can throw this on and have a good time with it. There are parts, like I said, there are parts that are actually kind of scary. Like, it's a little creepy. It hits creepy territory. Not so much horror, but creepy. And the satire in it is great. I do enjoy the satire, the humor, and stuff like that. Like I said, it's probably lost on a lot of people who aren't familiar with Troma's style of humor. Even though they didn't make this movie technically, it still kind of follows that,
right?
That really, it's like highbrow humor disguised as lowbrow is the best way to describe Troma.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And now the movie did receive an award nomination, surprisingly, from the 1990 International Fantasy Film Awards. It was nominated for Best Film, which kind of makes me curious of what the other films were there. No, I'm just joking. Look, really, this was a first film from a first-time director on a shoestring budget and a cast that wasn't getting paid. And a lot of piecing together, and I think they did a pretty good job for what they had. I mean, it's a pretty good movie. I like it.
It had all the odds against it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of charm. It's got that gore in it and the charm, especially if you see the uncut gore parts. Remember, guys, buy the Blu-ray. Don't buy the DVD.
Right.
I need to update that.
Apparently.
Yeah, I need to update that thing. Enough about me. What did you think of Rabid Grannies from 1988?
What did I expect?
I was going to say, what really did you expect from a movie called Rabid Grannies? Were you looking for Oscar?
No, I wasn't.
Oscar quality performances.
So going off of that, based on that, it lived up to my expectations. I guess that means it makes it okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I like it a lot. I don't really. This one doesn't get talked about as much, even though like a lot of Troma fans love it.
Oh
it's popular amongst Troma fans.
I mean, my 4-year-old loves it too.
Yeah, he watched as well.
Oh, he loved it. He was like, "Are you watching Rabid Grannies?"
Yeah, you watched it. That means he's seen it twice because he watched it with me and then he watched it with you.
He watched it with me twice.
Oh my God, that's funny.
He's seen it 3 times.
Oh, our child's warped. Anyway, man, I'm enjoying Troma Month so far. This is a good time. This is a nice break from last month. A much needed break from the dour and the seriousness. And it's just going to keep fucking going. We're having a damn good time here because our next movie is Surf Nazis Must Die. That's right. This one's going to be a fucking killer. It is exploitation territory to the extreme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, only the way Troma could do it. So I hope you guys have fun with that one next week.
And next week when we record, it's going to be somebody's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Who? Not me. I'm not getting older. But also be sure to jump over on our Patreon because this Friday another episode's coming out of Shooting the Shit and
with Lee and Brett.
And this month we have 2 more episodes of our Twin Peaks retrospective, Damn Fine Peaks, and our Bruce Campbell little exploratory thing we're doing for Brittany with the Campbell Hour. We're on Ash vs. Evil Dead right now. Now, when we finish that season of Ash vs. Evil Dead, we're going to be taking a look at Bubba Hotep, which is a Bruce Campbell movie. So we're going to be watching that. That'll be the episode after the end of the season.
Oh, isn't there like a character in like Star Wars or something like Boba Fett?
Yeah, a Boba Fett.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yes. Boba Fett's amazing.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, But
I was
anyway,
like, wait, what?
yeah, we're going to be looking at Bubba Hotep. So, like, basically, I think, what do we do? We have, like, 3 more episodes of Ash vs. Evil Dead on that show to cover, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know. We have a few more. So, as soon as we cover the rest of Ash vs. Evil
Yeah.
Dead Season 1, then we'll be watching a movie. Same with our Twin Peaks retrospective. As soon as we finish Season 1, we're going to be looking at Blue Velvet over there. So, that'll be a good time for everybody. So go subscribe to that Patreon. It's a fucking blast. We're also working on... I'm thinking about working on, like, maybe every 3 months, like a swag bag for people, you know, just little extra things to mail out to our Patreons or something like that. We'll figure all that out. Patreon's starting to take off and be really cool, so hop on over that if you want. But if you don't have the money, which, you know, not a lot of people do, and that's cool, just fucking support the show, man. We appreciate everyone supporting the show and spreading the word.
Yes, thank
That's
you.
actually the best support you can give us. But until next week, when we continue Trauma Month, I'm Lee Evans saying stay spooky.
And I'm Brittany. Stay horrific.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ball sacks. Thanks for listening. To get a hold of us and submit your stories, fan mail, and death threats, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and nightofthehorrorfile.com. Our theme song was written and performed by John Brennan, used with permission. Find John at shopjb.bandcamp.com and at badtechno.com. If you like what you hear, leave a good review wherever you listen to podcasts, and share the show on your social media. See you next week.